We've got a fully fit squad, so that certainly helps. We've got momentum again from a tough game against the USA. It ticked a lot of boxes with what we needed. It was very, very physical. The positives were we had two debuts, and to keep a clean sheet again was fantastic, which helps with momentum going into this. But like you've rightly said, it's two tough games for us, two big games for us, and we're gonna give everything to the cause, and the rewards are there at the end of it.
I wonder, more broadly speaking, whether you can put a smile on the faces of the Welsh public as well. I don't know if you saw the rugby last night, but real disappointment among the rugby public at the moment. Can you cheer the nation up?
Well, let's hope so. Yeah, it was. We did have it on last night. We had a meeting, and then we went down and all had evening meal together, and it was on in the background, so we saw bits of it. Of course, disappointing result, but yeah, they'll recover from it like they always have done in the past, and make sure everything's okay. But yeah, we're looking forward to the game tomorrow. It's going to be a great game, a tough game, and we're as prepared as we can for it.
People want to be entertained, Rob, don't they, whether you're watching football or rugby? And if you look at all of these games against the Republic of Ireland that you've had over the last few years, and there have been loads of them, they have been quite drab affairs, haven't they? Quite low scoring, with the exception of the 4-1 win in Cardiff. How can this one be different?
Well, we're approaching the game in the same way as what we did when we played them away from home. So we know that they're in a transition period at the minute with a new manager coming in. He's got his own philosophy and how he wants to play, and it'll take time for the players to adapt to that. We see signs that they're doing it already. We can't take too much detail of their stats with the defeats that they've had. We know at any time you play the Republic of Ireland, it's going to be a tough game and a physical battle. And we certainly have to match that to start with. And then, like I've said to the boys today, we have enough quality in the change room to ask questions of them and to test them. And if we do everything right, and we've had another good session today on the pitch, and if we do everything that we've asked them to do and trust in the process, then I'm sure we'll be in for a good day.
Gareth Bale wasn't involved against the USA. That was part of your plan, obviously, saving him for these Nations League games. What is your plan with Gareth, bearing in mind what Jose Mourinho had to say about managing his fitness while he was away on international duty? Can he play 90 minutes, do you think, over the next few days?
Well, the most important game for us now is tomorrow's game. So we can only take one game at a time, and of course, it was always part of the plan to pick a 23 that would go and compete and get a lot of positives out of the USA game, which is what we did, and we've ticked that box. And I was full focus on the Republic of Ireland. We can't now, even look forward to Wednesday's game against Finland. It's full focus on this game, and let's get the people the minutes that they need. We're going to pick a team that's going to go out and give us the best chance to win a game of football.
He seems to be in a good place, though. He seems happy, Rob, going into this match.
He's been brilliant all week. Honestly, it's been brilliant. I spoke about the senior lads all week and how they drive the standards, and it's been no different even today. Since we played the USA, the recovery day and the session we've had today has been excellent, and that's been driven from Gareth, from Ben, from Guntz. It's they've been first class, and he's probably the fittest I've seen him since I've been involved with Ryan in the first team. It's probably the fittest I've seen him. He's looking in great shape.
Given the moans and groans, Rob, from club managers at the moment about the amount of games that players have, the lack of recovery time that some see it between games, are you mindful of not overplaying certain individuals?
Well, we've all got a job to do, haven't we? We all want to win games of football. Absolutely. Of course, we're sympathetic to the club managers and the demands that are put on them because of the current situation we're in with COVID. I've been a club manager myself, so I know the demands, and I know that from a selfish point of view, of course, you want your players to be fit every week. Of course you do. No different for us when we're on camp. We've got two big games. And we want our squad, our players, to be ready for that challenge. And we've had a plan put in place for all the players to get them in the best physical and mental, a place that we can to give us the best chance to win the games. And that's what we've done all week.
So entertain or just get the job done, get the points?
We want to get the job done. Of course, we want to entertain as well. That'd be lovely. But the most important thing for us is the win, is the results. And sometimes you have to win ugly, and we've proved now that we've done that in the past. It hasn't always been pretty, and we can grind up results. and we'll have to match that sort of, dogged side of it, the aggressive side of it. We'll have to match that on Sunday, and like I've said to the lads, there's enough quality in the changing room then to go and win the game.
All the best, Rob. Thank you.
Thanks. Cheers.
Okay, thank you, Beth Fisher.
Hey Rob, you're right.
Hey Beth.
When it comes to the game on Sunday, obviously you had the friendly, but how excited are your players? Because obviously it's competitive football, playing for your country.
No, they're excited any game, whether it's a friendly or a competitive match or a qualifier. You're playing for your country, you're representing your country, so they're up for it. They were against the USA. I thought yes, there's aspects of the performance we can improve on, but from an attitude point of view, I couldn't question them at all. I thought they were excellent, and so irrespective whether it's a friendly or a qualifier, they're in the same mindset, same frame of mind that they want to win that game.
In terms of Wales's kind of progress over the next year or so, obviously I think you've scored just 3 goals from the 10 points. For you, is that a key area that Wales need to improve on? Because obviously late goals as well, against better teams maybe they'd shut the game out.
Yeah, of course, that's an area that we're looking at, and every team going into games, they want to score goals. Of course they do. I work with one of the best managers at Watford, and Graham Taylor, who wanted to score. He wanted 20 shots every game, get 10 on target. With that, you score 3 or 4. So I've been influenced by that all my career with managers. Like I said, Graham Taylor's to name one. So we identify that, and but the good thing is we've got resilience in the team. We're well organised. We're breaking records with regards to clean sheets. So that gives us a foundation. And if we have to continue winning 1-0, we'll do so.
I think Ryan's mentioned it before that when you go to international camps, you don't know who's going to be in that team. So does that make it hard to set up maybe the scoring kind of formation that you want if you haven't got a Bale or someone else to fill those roles?
Well, you've always got to have a plan B then, because you like you've rightly said, you don't always get your full squad fit, like we haven't, with Aaron Ramsey pulling out. So, but again, what we're getting now with Wales is a strength in depth, and more players playing top level football, which certainly helps. And the young ones coming into the squad now are playing top football. Like with regards to Joe Rodon going from Swansea to Tottenham, it's a great move for him. Frustrating times for it in the minute because he's not really playing week in, week out, but that time will come. He just has to be patient. But the more and more young players that we have playing top level football will certainly help us.
Last question from me. Obviously, the Nations League is a funny format, but ultimately, if you get promoted, it does help take the pressure off a little bit of that World Cup qualifying, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Yeah, there's everything to play for. 2 wins, and we're not only finished top of our group, but top of the division. That means we get promoted into League A, and the benefits of that later on is, irrespective of what you do in your group, that you could potentially then get a playoff. So yeah, there's everything to play for in these 2 games.
Thank you for explaining that. I'm going to use that for future stuff. Thanks. Cheers.
Pleasure. Cheers.
Okay, Jeremy Langdon.
Yeah, hi Rob.
Hiya.
Yeah, just checking any late fitness or illness news going to affect selection tomorrow?
No, we've had a fully fit squad. We've had the majority on the pitch training. We've had a couple then just do their own little thing, gym based. So we've had another good session and no real major selection problems.
The game with Ireland in October was 0-0. Why will this one be different, and what are your memories of that one?
Well, it was a tough encounter. They always are when you play the Republic of Ireland, irrespective of what form you're in. Both teams going into it, that goes out the window, and we know it's going to be a tough battle. I've said to the players that we have to match that first and foremost, and then I think we've got enough quality on that pitch then in the changing room to give us the best chance of winning the game. So, we want the points, we want the win, and that's how we'll be approaching the game.
Rob, we've just seen Scotland qualify for a major tournament this week for the first time in yonks. I mean, how much does it whet the appetite in Wales to do the same and get back there? Yeah,
absolutely. Well, having qualified for the Euros now on 2 occasions, successive occasions, so that's been brilliant. Yeah, we congratulate Scotland on their qualification. It's great. We watched it all unfold after the game on Thursday evening, which was brilliant for them. And you want to compete at the best in the world level. Absolutely, of course you do. So by winning these 2 games will hopefully give us that opportunity then to, irrespective, like I said earlier, whether you finish third or fourth in your group for the World Cup qualifiers, it might give you an opportunity to get through via a playoff place.